Hey, what's up? I decided to do a random little cute happy video before I did my If You Really Knew Me. I haven't really looked through them in a while, but I'm pretty sure they're not like all, oh yeah, da 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 da. Okay. So, quick thing, obviously my hair is not red, it's not blonde or blue, obviously, it's now red. And speaking of red, I'm sorry that my video is red because my camera does not like to be indoors. For whatever reason. Anyway, so I kind of got myself into this little thing and status on Facebook, and I got people to comment if they wanted me to mention them in my videos. So I guess I'll just go down the list and talk about each person in turn, I guess. Okay, so the first person is Cherokee Gaddy, and we haven't talked in like forever. I actually remember when I was dating Nick, something went down with that, and we haven't talked since. And then we started talking recently. And yeah, I don't really have much to say about that topic. Next one is Cheyenne. Cheyenne is, oh my god. Let me see how to put this. Her hair is amazing. And by amazing, I mean fucking amazing. Put that there. She dyes her hair more than I do, and it still looks really pretty. We used to site model together, and I think we actually started talking for a while, but then I couldn't text her because my phone was being a jerk. And I was sitting in class one time, and I made this status about how this guy, I asked him to get me a book, and I was just like, oh my god, I asked my friend to get me a book, and he was like, no. And this guy I didn't really know, but he was kind of my friend, brought me a book, and I was like, oh my god, thank you, I love you. And he was just like, never say that again. And I was just like, okay, I will. And I posted the status, and she was like, oh. So yeah, that's just the first thing that comes in my head when I think of Cheyenne. Savannah, I have known Savannah for like years, and when I say years, I've known Savannah since before I knew my best friend. And then we split off and went separate directions because I met her in like first grade, I believe, and then I moved to Griffin in 6th grade, and then I moved back to Locust Grove. And I'm sorry if my camera shakes, it's sitting on a blanket and then on a shoebox because it's so little. But then I moved to Locust Grove in 8th grade, and then I met up with her again, and then we became friends again. And then I moved again last year in 9th grade, and so yeah. But yeah, she's pretty cool. Let me think of something that first comes to my mind when I think of her is when we had chorus together last year. Not last year, 2 years ago. In 8th grade. And her eyes. Sorry, that's like the first thing that came out of my mouth. Is her eyes are, oh my god, gorgeous. You're just gonna have to go look at a picture of her to understand that. My Mandy Canny. That's all I can say. She's my Mandy Canny, and I am her Coleykins. And she's the only person who has ever gotten a picture of me. First thing in the morning, we woke up and we fell asleep playing Black Ops, and we were making fun of this guy, and his name was Wit Dog, and we kept making fun of him, and it was so funny. And then we fell asleep, and then we woke up, and first thing in the morning, we were sitting there playing Black Ops, or I was playing, and she was talking to people, and it was so funny. And I was sitting there, and I went to take my hair down out of its hairpins or whatever, and she grabbed my camera and took pictures of me, and I was like, okay, well, that's cool. So, first person to ever get pictures of me, to document pictures of me early in the morning. Kayla, I do not know how to pronounce your last name, so I'm just going to say Kayla R. I don't know you, but I know that you're friends with my ex-boyfriend. So I don't know if that makes me want to know you or not. Which that takes me to back before when I was talking about, update thing. There was a video I posted last year about so-and-so Nick Brown being the best boyfriend ever. I checked that back. Completely. Yeah. Danielle. Okay. She is like one of the best cousins in the world. Because I have a lot of them. I remember actually last summer, her and her brother Brandon were over at my house, and I remember getting them on video of when they were dancing to Teach Me How to Dougie, and they wanted to get me to do it, and I was just like, no. And I would not. No, I was not gonna do it. At all. And she was actually there when I started going out with Jordan, before I started going out with Chris. And she was there to comfort me when he broke up with me, because that was not very long, and he turned out to be quite the asshole. Just a little bit. Alfred, with the many smiley faces. You awkward child. I don't know what else to say about Alfred, besides that awkward child. I'm trying to find something else to say. Actually, my favorite memory with Alfred would have to be last year, where we would sit out in the courtyard, and he threw apples at the wall at school. It was apples, and I think he threw a peach. No, we never had a full peach. He threw something else. There's something else at the wall. I knew he threw apples at it because it was funny to watch them explode. So yeah, and then he moved, and then we went to homecoming together. Well, we went to homecoming together before he moved, obviously. And we actually didn't even stay in the school and dance. We actually walked out and walked around. We went and walked in this neighborhood. And we went to go walk down this one street, and it was the neighborhood like literally right next to the school. But we had walked into that neighborhood, and like we saw this tent, and it was like lit up, and like we were just sitting there looking at it. We were just like, and we just kept watching it, and then suddenly the light went out, and I was just like, the light in that tent went out, and I started freaking out, and then the light came back on, and I was like, oh my god, run! And so we took off running and got the hell out of that neighborhood. And then we walked back down to the school, and we sat in front of the school and talked until after homecoming, and his parents came and got us, and then we went home. Or I brought me home. That would be the better thing to say, because we did not go home together. Brittany is another one of my cousins. My favorite memory with her, really, pretty much the only memory I have with her, is last year, no, that was not last year, that was 3 years ago. Yep, it was 3 years ago, the summer before 8th grade, because I was dating Hunter, and I don't even want to go to that, but I had really, really, really long blonde hair, and that's the only reason I remember that, because I have my pictures of it over there on the wall. So yeah, that would be my favorite memory with her, is making the picture boards together, like going to Walmart and getting all this stuff, and then making all the boards, and yeah, it was just really fun. And she has on here J. Marie. Her name is Jamie to me. Dang it. It will always be Jamie. She is my aunt, and she is like the coolest freaking aunt in the world. And she just had to go and move to freaking California. And I don't appreciate that, because I miss her. And she moved to like the only state in the United States I don't want to live in, and I was mad. But she's like the coolest freaking aunt ever. I actually think she was the one that showed me Painful Pleasures, which is where I now want to get all my gauges from, because my gauges disappeared, and now I'm all the way back down to like a 16, and I was at a 6. So yeah. And Brandon Ricks is the last person, by the way. We had class together last year, first period. You dated my ex-best friend. Or my best friend. My friend. Was my best friend. I don't know even what to call her anymore. I know that she is my friend. Trying to think of something else to say about him. You're a really good friend. You're always there when I need a hug. Or we're always there when I need a hug. And now I see you in the hallway. And you never come up and hug me. And it's kind of depressing. But it is okay because... I don't know why it's okay. Because I don't have to rush to get to class anymore. Because all my classes are on the only in between 2 hallways. But yeah. So that's all the people. And I really don't feel like having that camera like be all shaky and junk. Because I keep moving. And it's still doing it. But yeah, that's all the people. See, they're all right there. And it's really blurry, but I don't give a crap. So, if you didn't comment on that status and you wanted me to mention you, I am so sorry, and I'm not going to redo this video just for you. But I love all you guys, and now I'm going to go do my If You Really Knew Me thing while this uploads. So, okay, bye.